Hello everyone, welcome to Sunday. Coach Jandy Kelly here. Hope everybody is doing good. Well, I wanted to give a message today about meeting people where they are. And I know that that can be a really tough thing sometimes because we have our own desires, we have our own innate hunger and lingering for something in our lives, and we oftentimes want a situation or a person to fulfill that. And if they're not there where they can provide that, sometimes we can take it personally. And sometimes we can think that it's about us. It can kind of sometimes feed into that I'm not worthy or I'm not enough. And what I've realized over the years in my own controlling and trying to bring people to where I needed them to be is that it never works out that way. You just tend to push people away even more. So we have to ask ourselves, depending on the person or the situation, is this something that I can really live with where they're at the moment in their lives? Can I show up and be present to where they're at and not set a certain need or expectation on them in that moment? And sometimes we just can't. Sometimes there is that need or it's an unhealthy situation and we might have to let that go. And this can look like lots of different things. It can look like that person is in fear. It can look like somebody's involved with drugs. It can look like somebody's in negative behavior. It can look like that they're in sabotage. And sometimes we have to love people and give to them where they are at. And if we can do that in an uncontrolling method and allow that release and let them just work that out on their own instead of trying to make it work out for our agenda, a lot of times those situations are either going to float back to us and be right, or they're going to relinquish themselves, and then you're going to be able to stand in the lessons, even though it may not work out in that situation. Whether the person or the situation is rewarded to you, you are going to have reward in the lessons of being able to be there and present for that person. Because most of the time people really just need our presence. And what that means is us not to shrink away, us to not be in our fear, and to not identify who we are through that individual, but to identify who we are through ourselves as well as through God. And if we can stand in those two states and be positive and know that we are enough and that we're worthy, then a lot of times we can show up for other people and let them know that they are enough and that they're worthy. Even if they're going through something, they are worthy and they're enough. So I want you to ask today, look around in your life, who do you need to show up for in a different way? Maybe this isn't about what you're supposed to receive. I know I've been in situations before where I think that I've been in somebody's life so that I could give to them. I know many times, as well as vice versa. So look at the outcome that you're looking for and ask yourself, can I really be present in life and to these individuals? So again, just as a reminder, there is no settling. And that's not what it's about. We can still show up and not settle. And again, you have to have compromises and you have to have boundaries. And I'll talk about that on another day. So set a new standard, defy those odds, and step up, baby. You can do it. Okay? So Coach Jandy here. Have a great Sunday. Bye.